Hi, this is Felicia again, and I'm going outside this time to show you a village in Pakistan that I visited recently. As you can see, it's up in the mountains, quite high elevation, and it's very beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen. And what I'm showing you right now is a house in the village. Just a very typical home, very basic home. Has about 2 rooms and has a spectacular view of the hills. And this is the kitchen. In the villages of Pakistan, the cooking is mostly done outside. They have just a very basic stove that they burn wood over, and then they put the pot of whatever they're cooking there. As you can see, this dish right here that's being made is one of my very favorite dishes in Pakistan. This is curry, and it's so delicious. I love it. So we're just gonna also show you just the basic kitchen outside where they store dishes and water and just the basics to do cooking with. I'm just showing you some of the landscape around the house. There's a lot of rocks, and most of these homes are built, the village kind of goes in levels. It's built on the side of a hill, so all the houses are kind of on its own level. It's very beautiful, and you can see the mountains across the way. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to go inside the house and show you what we have in there. Basically, this house has 2 rooms. One of the rooms that we're going to go into right now is used mostly for sleeping. You can see some of the beds and some other things laying about. This is a roof. The roof of this home is made from bark, and over the bark is laid with mud. And the purpose of this is to keep the home very cool in the summertime, and also in the wintertime it holds the heat in very, very well. So we're going to go into the other room now. This is mostly for storage of food and storage of dishes and some other items. It has the same then we're going to go back outside now and just show you some more of the landscape. Also, I should mention that sometimes they sleep outside. You can see there's a few beds outside and there's a few beds inside. If everybody tried to sleep inside, it would probably be quite crowded. And also, I forgot to mention that also the walls of this home are also laid with mud, and the floor is also laid with mud. So you can't see it from the view that we have here, but there is also one room below outside where that is kept for animals. Many people in villages have chickens, goats, cows, a lot of livestock. And just right below this area here, there's an open room, kind of like a barn type area for keeping animals. And also, many times, there's not a lot of opportunities for jobs in the villages. So a lot of times the husband will have to go into the larger cities to find work, and many times he will live with other relatives for many months at a time and be away from his family so that he can earn a living. So it's a very difficulty. So now I think we're gonna go in a different area. There's me sitting on the bed, having a little bit of rest. Probably, I think I just walked probably about a mile to get to this house from another location that we were in. There's a wheelbarrow. Many times, the mud on the side of the home will get a little bit deteriorated. So we have to go take dirt from down below and haul it up the hill and put it on the side of the house to do a little bit of repair work. So as you can see, in some places it's coming off. So that is one of the difficulties. Here are some of my favorite friends in the village. There's the little baby cow, not so little, and her mother. And as you can see, her mother's getting a little bit defensive. We're getting a little bit too close to her little baby there. She's gonna maybe give us a little warning about that. So, as I said, there's many animals in the village. Anytime you walk anywhere, you can see cows and many goats. During the day, they're just let out for grazing purposes, and so they're just wandering around on their own many times. I don't understand, you know. So this is a basic road. This is the main road of the village, and as you can see, it's not in the best of condition. This is actually, you know, the best road in the village. So we're gonna go up this little hill, which is not so little. I can show you what it's like to go, how people travel within the village. You know, there are no cars here, so if you want to go anywhere, you have to go on foot, and you know, it's rather hot. So you're doing a lot of walking and getting a lot of exercise. And also to mention that to get to this village in the first place, we came partway by car, but at some point the roads are so bad that you can't travel on them with a car. So we had to walk approximately 8 to 10 miles to get to this village on foot. And as I said, it's quite a high elevation. So a lot of it's uphill and very difficult walking. As you can see, I'm having a difficult time going up this very small hill. In the village, there is a lot of very big slopes that you have to walk up and down, and a lot of times, as you can see here, also the path is not so good. A lot of times it's not such a clear path. You just kind of have to find the best way that works for you. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not used to walking in this kind of terrain. A lot of the villagers I see them laughing at me and looking at me funny because I don't know how to do it. And they're so used to it because they were born here and they can walk with no problem. You know, I see them running up the hill, no problem. And so now we're gonna go to the main water source of the village. This is a main water tank, and this water tank was donated to the village by a charity organization that was started by one of the villagers here. He was fortunate enough to be able to start a charity organization, and he's done some nice work in the village here, and this is one of the donations that they have given, is this nice water tank. This water tank is it's built over an underwater spring, so that is the source of the water for that. And also to mention, you know, there is no gas in the village for cooking. That's why they cook over the fire. Many homes don't have electricity, and they don't have running water. So, you know, there's no bathrooms available, no shower. So they come here to collect all of the water for all of those things. You know, if you want to take a shower, basically you have to take out a bucket of water outside and, you know, do your own little shower. So you can see there that these are some berries that we picked along the way. There are many beautiful fruits in the village, apples, walnuts, berries that you can find along the way. Some good treats for eating. So we're going to wash these up so we can eat them on our way back home. And so you can see from here that there's you see the pipes that are coming out of the wall there. There are 4 or 5 different pipes. And it looks like I'm going to have a nice drink of water. The water in this water tank, you know, it's built it's coming from an underwater spring, so the water is very cold, and it's very refreshing on a warm day to have a nice cold drink of water after you've been walking quite a distance. So, although you can see, you know, there's 1 cup. Basically, if you want to drink water from here, you're going to use the 1 cup that everybody else also uses. So, you know, very unsanitary according to U.S. conditions. So hopefully my mom's not watching. Close your eyes, Mom, if you're watching this. Okay, so as you can see behind me, there's one girl from the village, and she's coming to fill up her water cooler so that she can bring it home. I think Haris is going to give her a little bit of assistance here, and then you will see. Also to mention that, you know, many times, even though there is this water tank here, people are still coming quite a distance to get it because the village is rather large, so they have to carry it quite a ways. You know, and these wonderful women, they carry the water on their heads, which I think in a few minutes we'll get an example of that. I have no idea how they can carry it on their heads, but they're able to do so. So maybe this is a skill I can attain someday. And if I do, I'll make a video of it so you can see my new skill. So we're going back down the hill now. This little area that we're walking in is actually a riverbed. It's all dried up right now, but in the winter time and when you get some heavy rains here, the water flows down rather well. So as you can see, I'm having some difficulty getting down this hill. Haris is going to run down the hill. Can you see that? He can just run down there, no problem. I'm going to stumble here. Okay, very good. So that's basically our day for today, and I will continue to make more videos. And if you are enjoying this, please subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything that you would like to see in particular, I'm going to go out and about more in Pakistan and show you some of the sights, such as this girl carrying the water on her head. Isn't that a beautiful sight? So I hope you've enjoyed this, and have a nice day. And I will update more soon. Bye.